Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my weight loss journey. I've been wanting to make this video for so long, and I'm so happy to be finally making it because this was such a long journey for me, and to finally see some results is so amazing. To finally have my confidence back is amazing, and I just want to go ahead and share everything that I did, what I ate, kind of just the whole process with you guys, and hopefully help all of my king and queens out there, and yeah, I can help you guys lose some pounds. So basically, I just want to start off by saying the first step for me was to get my mentality in the right place. Like, you can't just, or at least I couldn't just start my diet the next day, you know what I mean? I can't just go from McDonald's to salads and shit, you know what I mean? So the first thing I did was I made sure that I was mentally ready for what I was about to do, because you don't want to just be on a diet, you know what I mean? You don't want to just be on a diet for like a month, couple weeks, and then go back exactly how you were. You want this to be a new lifestyle for yourself. So that being said, it's so important to make sure that you are mentally prepared and ready for what you're about to do. It is going to change your entire life, and you just want to make sure that you're ready, because once you start, you want to be able to commit. That was my problem. Every single time I tried to lose weight, I had trouble committing to it and actually sticking with it. So this part, to give myself that time to really get myself ready and not just waking up one day like, oh, I want to be skinny, you know, that just did not work for me. So that's when probably not my number one tip for you guys, is to just make sure that you're ready for it. And if you're not ready for it, get ready for it. So now that I have my first step out there, I want to go ahead and let you guys know my kind of like my weight history. So basically, I kind of weighed about, I want to say I weighed like 180 before I got pregnant. Now this was last year of January 2019, and 180 was big for me. When I was in high school playing basketball and stuff, I never weighed more than 140, 145, around there. So to go from 145 to 180, that was bad. So that's when I decided, like, okay, I'm gonna go on this weight loss journey, let's start this. And then obviously at the time that I had made that agreement to myself, like a couple weeks later, I found out I was pregnant. So once I found that out, I was like, oh, I'm not doing it. I kind of just made excuses for myself, and that's why I said the whole thing about making sure that you're mentally ready, because I definitely was not at the time. So basically throughout my pregnancy, I made a lot of excuses for myself, like, I'm gonna eat this piece of cake because I'm pregnant, I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? So I'd eat a piece of cake. Or I don't know, like, oh, I'm eating for two, which is, by the way, guys, is such bullshit. Like, you do not need to eat for two, but that's just what I told myself to justify my bad eating habits, which was really bad. Do not recommend. So basically, that's basically what I did all of my pregnancy, and I ended up gaining a ton of weight. And it wasn't just my daughter, you know what I mean? She only came out 6 pounds, so she was pretty small, but I gained a lot of weight considering the fact that she was a small baby. And I feel like if I just would have ate healthier throughout my pregnancy, things would have been a lot easier, and this weight loss journey probably wouldn't have been so hard for myself. So that's probably one of my regrets, but that's okay. As long as I was able to fix it and get back to where I wanted to be, then it's okay. But, I just want to give you guys kind of a little bit of like what my like regular lunches and dinners were while I was eating unhealthy, so that way you guys can kind of get an idea of how I changed that. So basically, this is really bad, but usually my typical lunch would be, breakfast, sorry, my typical breakfast would be Starbucks. I worked at Target, so there was a Target, there was a Target, there was a Starbucks and a Pizza Hut Express, and that was like kind of my go-to places. So a typical breakfast for me would be like a ham and cheese croissant, and I would even like throw a cake pop in there, and of course I'd get like a pink drink or whatever. And that was kind of my breakfast, and I would eat that super early in the morning. Looking back at it now, I don't really eat like big old breakfasts, so looking back on that, like that was probably something that I really didn't need, you know what I mean? So that being said, my lunches were crazy, y'all. They were crazy. Like, I'm sitting here thinking about it and I'm like, nobody should be eating as much as I did. Like, even if I was pregnant, I should not have been eating like that. So basically, I would go to Pizza Hut. I would get a personal pan pizza, a personal pan chicken Alfredo, breadsticks with marinara sauce, and then I would get a soft pretzel with cheese on the side because everything else wasn't enough and I needed a pretzel too, I guess. And of course I'd get a large soda, extra large soda if they had it, you know. So that was my lunch. Like, I would have pizza, chicken Alfredo, breadsticks, and a pretzel with cheese and a soda for lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's bad. That's really bad. I still can't even believe that I ate that. Like, I should have thrown up or something, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I ate. Super bad. And then of course I would still have like dinner at Taco Bell, Jack in the Box, and I've ordered, you know, the extra large. Sometimes I would get, you know, a meal and then add a little something else. And the reason why I'm telling you guys that is I think it's important to know your body and know what works for you, what doesn't work for you, know what exactly to change. So if you're not thinking about what you were doing before, obviously it's going to be so much harder to change for what you're going to do now. The second step of my weight loss journey, which was after I had given birth to my daughter, so like I would say like a month after I gave birth to her, that's when I started my journey. And at that point I had weighed 212 pounds. So like I said, my like normal, I guess you could say, was like 140. So I skyrocketed all the way to 212 pounds, and that was like no baby in me. Like, that was all me, you know what I mean? So that was really bad. And the first time that I weighed myself, I cried because I didn't think I weighed that much. And now that I look back on pictures, like, even when I seen myself in the mirror, I didn't think that I looked like that. So it's just crazy how different everything is, you know. But basically this what I did to kind of start off my diet was to just eat better. You know, I wasn't gonna set these unrealistic expectations that I'm gonna eat this and this every single day and eat this kind of meal and this kind of thing. I just wanted to eat better than I was. So instead of getting like a Caniac combo at Cane's, I'd get a box combo, you know? I would start small like that, or instead of getting a large, I'd get a small, or even like a kid size, you know? I just focused on eating better than I was eating before. And that really helped me a lot, especially for me. I know myself, and I know that I'm just not one of those people who can just hop into it. I needed to ease my way in, and that also comes with a lot of patience. Like, you really need patience to do this, especially if you're gonna do your weight loss journey this way. The whole reason why I did that is because I was able to go at my own pace. You don't want to do something that's too comfortable for you. So basically that's why sometimes I would get kids meals, because like if I went from a large to a medium, that's too easy. I knew that was too easy for me, so I would go from a large to a kids meal. Now that was hard. Instead of getting 5 chicken strips, I get it 2, sometimes get it 1, you know what I mean? So that was hard. But go at your own pace, but get out of your comfort zone. That's my tip number 2. The third phase of my weight loss journey was that I went vegan. Yes ma'am, I went vegan for a whole 30 days, no cheating. Like, I did the whole thing. And basically what kind of sparked up that for me was I had watched a video, I can't remember her name, but I will have her link down below. Her video was amazing, so inspiring. I ended up watching it, and she talks about What the Health on Netflix. It's like a series that they have, and it basically just talks about the kinds of foods that you should and shouldn't be eating, and just giving recommendations. But they also do interviews with like CEOs of certain companies. I don't want to give away the whole show, you know, but basically they're being sneaky and they kind of expose them on there. So it was a little bit more than a documentary, you know. It had a little bit more tea in it. But yeah, so I ended up watching that, and kind of the whole basis of that show is that we should be plant-based, you know what I mean? We should be eating plant-based diets. And so after I watched that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that. And then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go all the way. I'm gonna do vegan, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go all the way. And that's what I did. Like I said, I'm somebody who eases their way into things. So Okay, you guys, sorry I'm back. My camera died, but like I was saying, I had went vegan. Started off like kind of slow, like how I did before. So basically, instead of just jumping the gun and going vegan, basically what I did is, you know, I'd eat vegan for maybe like 3 days, and then I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna have some meat today, you know, or I'm gonna have some dairy. Like for me, cheese is like my go-to. Like I love cheese. Like I probably don't think that I'll ever be able to live without cheese. So that's what I ate as like my cheat kind of a meal. So when I did the whole vegan experience or whatever, I lost 15 pounds in 1 month. And you guys, when I hopped on the scale after that 1 month, I was shook. I was like literally shook. Like I had no idea that eliminating all of those nasty foods that you're like supposedly not supposed to be eating would make such a huge difference, and it really did, you know. So that was a really good experience for me. I did stop being vegan after the 30 days that I tried it, because it just wasn't for me. Like I said, I don't think I'll be able to live without cheese. Like I really need my cheese. So like I said, I still eat less cheese than I did before, but I will eat it. So that's why I do not consider myself vegan anymore, because of the cheese. But I have eliminated meat, so I am pescatarian, because I still eat my salmon and my tuna every once in a while. So that's what I am as of now. But the vegan experience was so amazing, you guys. I really recommend trying it and just seeing if it'll work for you, you know. Even though, like I said, it wasn't for me, the experience was so great. Like now I know foods that I love that aren't that I think are better than like the non-vegan version. So I can still eat foods that I ate while I was vegan, you know. I just don't eat it consistently all the time. But like I said, it's eating better, you know what I mean? That's kind of the whole theme of my weight loss journey, is just eating better, and that's a big part of it. So super grateful for that whole experience and what I learned from it and what I gained from it as well. So after I was done with my whole vegan thing, I did go plant-based. So once I went plant-based, I noticed that, you know, I wasn't seeing the results as I did when I was vegan, obviously, because it's not the same. Basically what I get from the difference of plant-based and vegan is basically that plant-based is more lenient, you know. Vegan is like you are strictly no animal product, no ifs, ands, or buts, you know. So that's how I interpreted it. So I did go plant-based. I didn't see the results, so I decided that I'm just gonna have to add some workouts. And you guys, I'm so lazy. I'm so lazy. So for me to like have to get up and go work out, it was something that I really did not want to do. But I knew, like, this is where the discipline part comes in. This is where I knew that this is what I had to do. So I signed up for a gym and I started going to the gym, and basically all I did at the gym was Lauren Geraldo's treadmill routine. So basically what the Lauren Geraldo treadmill routine is you're at an incline of 12 on the treadmill at a speed of 3 for 30 minutes. And you guys, it worked out so amazing for me. It's like you got cardio results without really doing the cardio. I mean, you know, I broke a sweat, I was breathing hard, but it wasn't like I was running or jumping or doing all this crazy shit, you know. It was really it was a realistic routine for me. So that's basically all I did when I went to the gym. Sometimes I would get some dumbbells, do a couple squats, but you know, I wasn't really being serious about it. So that's what I did, and again, I did see good results. I ended up losing 15 pounds, the same as the last month when I was vegan, so that's how I knew that it worked for me. But I also seen a lot of definition in my legs and my butt, so I'm pretty sure I gained some muscle for that. Like, I don't really know how to measure those things out, but I'm pretty sure I gained some muscle, so I probably would have lost more weight had I not gained weight in my muscle, if that makes sense. So now obviously I don't do that because the gyms are closed right now because of COVID-19. So I am doing like some at-home workouts here and there. I'm really not being consistent because the treadmill routine was something that I love to do and something that I enjoyed, and the reason why I did it is because I know that I don't like anything else. So to have to force myself to do these workouts at home that I don't even enjoy is hard, but that's again where the discipline comes in, and I'm just gonna have to get used to it. I'm sure the more that I do it, the more consistent I will be with it. So my next step in all this was to count my calories, you guys. It was so important to count my calories. This is what really kept me on track. Before, you know, even though you're eating vegan, it's so easy to overdo it, and you're still getting those calories, so you're still gonna gain the weight even though you're eating healthier. So keeping track of my calories is what really helped me. And so basically I use this app. Let me try to pull it up for you guys. It's the My Plate app. So this is like today. I deleted everything so that way you guys can kind of see. But you've got like your breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. You can put in your exercise and show how many calories you burn, so that's where it shows at the top, and then it'll show how much you've consumed. And they just have so many options for what you can eat, and you can also input your own calories just in case if, you know, they don't have your meal option already in there. You can just input it. And what I really like too is that they have a water section. They have a water section, so you can go ahead and track how many glasses you drink, because water is an important part of losing weight, you know, getting rid of all those toxins in your body. And then also at the top they have how many calories you have left. So that really helped me out a lot. Like usually when I'm eating a salad, I like debate which like salad dressings I want. So this would help me decide, you know, if I only have this amount of calories, then I'd probably want to go with this salad dressing, you know what I mean? So that was super duper helpful. And they've got a place to track your progress. They've got some meal plans, workouts, and then they've got community. Why can't I talk? I feel like I'm talking so fast, you guys, but I'm just so excited to be finally making this video. I can't contain myself. But anyways, they have this community section, so you can go in there and just you know, add stuff for other people to see, help other people out, ask questions, and people will answer you. So yeah, it's a super cool app. It's 100% free. I just got it on my app store, and it seriously helped me out so much, and I still use it every single day. And it also like kind of gives you a little taste of reality, because if you eat a cheeseburger and you track that cheeseburger in there, you're gonna see like negative something calories, and it's gonna be like, damn, I really went in negatives today, you know, and it'll show up on your progress, like it'll go down in the red. So it kind of just shows you what you're eating, because I feel like when you eat, you kind of lose track of what you're consuming, you know. So this really keeps track of it and lets you know, hey girl, stop. I weighed myself the day that my gym closed, and I was at 165 pounds. And I was so happy, you guys. Like, I can't even explain how happy I was. And that's when I started like doing like some side-by-side pictures. And like I said before, when I was a little bigger, you know, I would look in the mirror and I didn't think that I looked that big. And that's the same thing that happened when I started getting skinnier. I didn't think that I looked any skinnier. So that's why I think like side-by-side pictures are so important. So if you are starting your journey, just make sure that you take some pictures. You know, you may not look good now, but you will later. So it's really important to do that. It was really important for me, because that's where I really saw the difference. So to wrap up the video, overall my weight loss journey took about 4 months, and in that 4 months I was able to lose 47 pounds, and that journey will obviously, you know, be continued. I am working my way to 140. And yeah, so that concluded my weight loss journey video. Please feel free to message me, DM me, let me know any questions that you guys have, and I'll be so happy to answer them. As I've mentioned before, I'm planning on making like a video on like what I eat in a day, like meals, workouts, stuff like that. So yeah, we'll definitely keep you guys updated, so stay tuned for that. And thanks so much for watching. I hope this helped you a lot, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.